Hey yo, what's going on guys? Snip Dobbs here from the Platinum Pentest, and today I'm bringing another NBA 2K14 video on the PS4. And in this video guys, I'm going to be talking about signature skills, one's best for a point guard. And note right now is that these signature skills are for the park and not for my career or like an actual game. I say that because some, like for example, flashy passer, catch and shoot, or catch and shoot, stuff like that don't really work well on my career, at least for me. So I don't put them on when I play an actual game. I just switch them out. Yeah, I find like flashy passer always goes out of bounds for me, and then I play on the park and I never miss a flashy pass. So it's kind of weird. Another thing is that like for example, ankle breaker is really good on my career, but not really good for the park. So this is just for the park, guys. Just making sure you know that. You can put it on, you can play my career game, but I'm just warning you right now. The first one for me is Dimer. So I have my point guard as a 3-point specialist to help out my shooting attributes, so I can make more shots. I've always kind of struggled with my shot, but now I'm starting to get it down packed. And I put Dimer because this is the thing I like to do, passing. I find when I pass the ball a lot, we usually win the game, so even with randoms. So I do put on Dimer as the first thing, even if you're not like a pass first guy. I would still put on Dimer because there's a lot of whack passes that do happen on the park. So I would put Dimer on. Second one's alley-ooper. This is like a 50-50 one. Before I had alley-ooper on, I could never throw an alley-oop if my life depended on it. It would always go out of bounds. I put this thing on and it really helped me out. But it kind of does like go out of bounds sometimes, and that's even when they're not like contesting the guy going up for the oop. If he's not even in the way, I'll still throw it out of bounds, which is kind of weird, but it does help out. So if you're kind of experiencing the same thing I did before, I would put on alley-ooper. It does help out a lot. Third one's Deadeye. Deadeye is a must. If you don't have Deadeye on, I would put it on automatically. It's no question. If basically you want to shoot the ball, put on Deadeye. Fourth one's Finisher. If you're trying to go to the rim and lay it in or dunk it on the park, you're going to need Finisher because everyone, they don't really stay man to man. I find they all stay in the paint, which is kind of weird. So when someone drives in the paint, everyone just heads there. That's why you see a lot of kickouts when someone drives in. All three of them are in the paint. Someone's wide open for three. But it just say if you actually want to lay it in, don't want to pass it, Finisher's really going to help you out. But note is that even if you do lay it in and there's like two guys on you, big chance that you are going to miss it. So just saying that right now. Fifth one's Flashy Passer. Again, this is like a 50-50 one. More of a personal signature skill. Again, like I said in the beginning of the video, I'm a pass first point guard, so anything to help my passing, I put on, and it's pretty cool to throw some behind the backs and some no looks, stuff like that. It's always different to see because I don't see a lot of people throwing flashy passes. So good to see some different things on the park. Sixth one's catch and shoot. Now, catch and shoot for me is kind of not working as of late. Like today, I was doing a lot of like catching, then I shoot it, and then I just don't miss. I swear the timing's like different from that than off the dribble. I'm way better off the dribble because I make most of my shots off the dribble. Then catch and shoot, I'm starting to miss like I did without the signature skill. So I put this on to kind of help it. It did help like a couple days ago I was making catch and shoot. Maybe just me, but I would put this on. But if you're having the same problem as me, I would take it off for something else. And I'll explain those signature skills after I tell you about the last one, that's Shot Creator. This one is really good for me personally because I like to do a lot of step backs and then shoot it. That gives like basically a lot of space as if you're like wide open for a three. And it goes in most of the time for me, so I put on Shot Creator to even increase the percentage of that going in. So yeah, I really do like Shot Creator. Now I'm going to show you some ones to put on if you don't like the ones I gave you. You could put on Acrobat for some, what is it again? Oh yeah, if you're changing your shot, like, Euros, hop steps, spin lift, shit like that. If you're that kind of guy, I would put on Acrobat. Note right now, Corner Specialist is fucking broken. At least for me, and it's like in a good way because my favorite spot personally is in the left corner. That's my spot, or the right corner, either or, because no one really guards it, and everyone thinks it's like a 1, and it won't be a 2, but really, I know where to go for it to count to be a 2, so I always wedge myself back in that corner and shoot. I'm wide open, and I make most of my shots, and everyone's like, oh, this guy must have corner specialist on, and I just tell him I don't even have level 1, 2, or 3, I don't even have it on to begin with. So I don't really suggest putting this on, but if you're struggling for the corners and you'd like to shoot there, put on corner specialist. And like I said in the beginning, ankle breaker doesn't work on the park. One man fast break is pretty good too. It's just speed, quickness, and ball handling go up if you're on a fast break. So yeah, that's pretty good too. I don't really think it's needed on the park because once you're a fast break, most people just give up. Or you can give them a pump fake if they're right behind you and about to block. You just give them a pump fake. They jump up and then you lay it in. Break start is actually a really good one. This one is outlet passes, so the Kevin Love signature skill really, and it also helps like people with it actually increases their shot percentage. I find. So I used to put this on, like, right off the inbound, chuck it down the court. Sometimes I would miss, so I put this on, and it really does help. So break starter is another good one. Not a lot of people do use, but it's a good one. Hustle points, I wouldn't really use it. Brick wall, don't even have. Lockdown defender, if you can get lockdown defender, I don't know if it just, like, I know for my type of point guard, it's not available, but maybe for like a defensive type of point guard, lockdown defender could be available for you, and if it is, I would really put this on because I really wish I could, because it takes away all their signature skills on the park, and that is key. Pickpockets a good one too. If someone's driving in and you're really right in front of them, press square, and it strips the ball away from them. So you see a lot of this happening. So I really would, if you're like trying to get a lot of steals, pickpocket. If you know good passing lanes, active hands, because if you know the passing lanes, which I really do, and that's why I'm a good passer, I also know the passing lanes for the other team, and I used to put this on a lot, active hands, so I could just pick off passes, but I find even without it, I still tend to do it, so it's better with active hands, but I can manage myself getting a couple steals off some passes. Scrapper's another one for steals. I put that on too. Gatorade Perform Pack is actually not a bad signature skill. Your guy tends to get tired a lot. I put on Gatorade Perform Pack, and you also do kind of bad when you're tired. So this one's no one really uses it, but it's an option, right? Tenacious Rebounder also is a pretty good one to use. Boards are key, really, on the park. Boards and passes are key. And it's not really all about scoring, man. It's all about, when I find a game like when I lose, it's usually because we didn't grab rebounds, we didn't pass, or we turned the ball over. So all these other ones that don't have to do with shooting are really good signature skills to have. And yeah, basically that wraps up the video, guys. If you guys like this video, please give it a like, as it will help my channel grow a lot. If you guys want to see more videos from me, hit the subscribe button. Until next time, guys, it's been Snip Dobbs, signing out.